If you're thinking about selling your home, you may want to check out our full-service flat fee listings, which are designed to help you net the most money when you sell your home. I'll talk more about those in just a second, but first we'll look at the Cincinnati real estate market news for 2025 year-to-date and compare those numbers to 2024 year-to-date. First of all, new listings are up 5%, closings are down 3%, median sale price is up 5%, median days on market is at 10 days, total inventory right now is at 106 days, while active inventory is at 55 days. It is still a seller's market, but not as hot as it was when interest rates were lower. So if you want to net the most money when you sell your home, you need a better marketing plan, but you don't have to pay a 6% commission to get that because it comes standard with our full service flat fee listings. Visit our site at 513flatfee.com to find out how you can net the most money when you sell your home. The average mortgage interest rate nationally right now, according to Freddie Mac for a 30-year term, is 6.77%. That's down 0.04% compared to last week. If you ask anybody, they'll tell you, myself included, that interest rates are higher than we would like them to be. That's just discouraging buyers from entering the market right now. That's why we have generally fewer buyers looking for homes right now compared to when interest rates were in the 3 to 4% range a few years ago. The market right now is very similar to what it was last year. If you're one of those potential home buyers that's waiting on the sidelines and is not ready to make a home purchase because of where interest rates are at and you're hoping that they get lower in the future and then you plan to jump in the market at that time, I wouldn't recommend trying to time the market in that way. Just as you may have noticed as you've been thinking about and maybe watching interest rates, you don't really have any ability to predict what's going to happen in the future with interest rates. And even those who study this on a daily basis, and this is their profession, the experts actually do not know what's going to happen with interest rates. The general consensus is that we're probably going to be in the 6.5% to 7% range. Maybe for the next few months, 3 to 6 months. Maybe there'll be a rate cut here sometime this year, but we really don't know. Sometimes the Federal Reserve cuts the base rate, and sometimes that doesn't affect the mortgage rate right away just because of other economic factors. So it's very complicated. Even experts can't predict it, so I don't recommend trying to time the market and waiting to purchase a home based on where interest rates are at. What I do recommend is go ahead and if you have a serious desire or need to purchase a home, go ahead and get your home search started if you haven't already. Of course, take your time to find the right home for you that meets all of your needs. But when you make that home purchase, make sure you get a fixed rate mortgage. That way, if interest rates happen to go up in the future, you're protected against higher payments because your interest rate is fixed. But also, if interest rates go down significantly in the future, you may consider refinancing if you crunch the numbers, and if it makes sense for you to do that, you may actually get lower payments in the future. So you kind of get the best of both worlds when you purchase a home with a fixed rate mortgage. If you're thinking about selling a home right now, please understand in the Cincinnati real estate market, it's similar to what it was last year. It's not as hot a market. You don't have as much leverage as a seller over buyers that you had a few years ago when there was tons of buyers looking for properties. However, we still do have relatively low inventory compared to the number of buyers we have, even though there are fewer buyers. Now that number has been climbing. If you've been paying attention, you notice we have 55 days of active inventory. We have been in the low 30s before in recent memory in the last year or so. So we have more inventory right now active than we've had in the past. It continues to slowly creep up. So as a buyer, you have a little bit more leverage in negotiations, but in the right circumstances as a seller, you can still get top dollar and the optimal price and terms for the sale of your home as long as you market your home properly, as long as you prepare it for showings, as long as you do everything you need to do to get your product, your home, to look as good as it possibly can to the widest pool of potential buyers. And then also in negotiations, when you get offers in, whether it's one or more than one, you actually leverage your position in negotiations effectively. Most likely you're going to need professional help to do that effectively to make sure you don't make any costly mistakes and make sure you get top dollar and optimal terms when you sell your home. If you have any questions about interest rates right now, the Cincinnati real estate market, or how you can properly leverage your position, whether you're buying, selling, or doing both in the Cincinnati real estate market, feel free to reach out to me. The best way to get in touch with me is to visit my website at 513flatfee.com. Scroll down the homepage there and click on the link to schedule a call so we can set aside some time dedicated to assessing your specific real estate needs. I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty.